Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everyone? It is your girl, Lady Mocha, your diva in knowledge. Want to thank you for stopping by to dine out and hang out with me, your girl, Lady Mocha, here at Mocha's Cafe de Paris. Oops, sorry about that echo. I want to give a big ups to all of my subscribers, those of you who have been rocking with me from day one. Want to welcome all of my new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel please feel free to join. Or if you just wanted to stop by to just hang out and see what my channel has to offer, and you choose not to subscribe, that's just as well and fine. Just you stopping by and just showing your support is good enough for me. So I want to thank each and everybody who's been able to, keep up with my channel, who's been viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Want to thank all of y'all for all your love, all y'all support, all y'all generosity, all y'all positive words of encouragement. I really want to thank all of you for that. Y'all are the oil in the engine that keeps me driving. Y'all keep me motivated. Y'all the ones that are encouraging me and basically motivating me to do what it is that I do, because I get so much love and so much support from all of y'all. And even though I'm not on the biggest platform compared to as many as others, bloggers and these other people who have channels out here, the thing that makes me different, I'm very genuine in what I do. I'm very compassionate in what I do, and I strongly believe that there is more passion in quality versus quantity. A lot of the times, too many of us are focused on numbers. We rather go somewhere where we feel like there's more subscribers, there's more of a bigger fan base, not realizing that numbers don't mean anything. You can go to a channel where they have almost over 300,000 viewers, where they almost have 25,000 or more subscribers, but that doesn't mean the channel is giving you any substance. That doesn't mean that is giving you anything that's edifying. So here I make sure whatever topics or messages that I propose is going to be something that when you log off, you're going to learn something. You're going to feel something. You feel me? So that's what I aim to do. Well, big ups to everybody who's joining in my chat room. Good afternoon, Hebrew man. Hebrew. I can't say that right for nothing. Hebrew man, thank you for stopping in. Darius, what's up? I understand you at work. I get it. So if you have to log off a little early, it's no love lost. You're welcome to come back and view it, because I'm going to leave it up here so you can check out the rest of the message later whenever you get a chance. So I understand because it's going on 2 o'clock, so I know a lot of people are still working. So again, I want to thank all of you. Also Cornell, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for all the generous words and all your kind feedback is well appreciated. Thank all of you so much for it. So I know everybody doesn't have a lot of time, so I'm going to try to start on my topic right away so we can go in today's menu. And what's on today's menu basically is when thirsting for attention goes wrong. Now, anybody who's been rocking with me for quite some time, I've already addressed this issue more than once, that there's way too many women that are seeking attention, and attention has become the new drug for women with low self-esteem. Basically, it's a lot of women that are overdosing off of seeking attention. What's up, Water Sniper? What's good? Yes, you have been a member of the family from day one. So I appreciate you, Water Sniper, for still being faithful to my channel and stopping by and checking on me. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Yes, I'm basically going to be talking about what's on the menu on today's menu is about these, when attention goes wrong, when thirsting for attention goes wrong. And I'm going to present to y'all this video so you can pretty much see where I'm going with this, because I know a lot of women who have been in this situation, or many of you men have probably witnessed women putting themselves in this type of situation. So I'm going to show a snippet of this video really quick. It's a quick video, so I'm going to show y'all this video so we can start commenting on it right away. So just bear with me. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we're going to go into when thirstiness goes wrong, when thirsting for attention goes wrong. Okay. All righty. I'm gonna play that back one more time because I know it was pretty fast. Do y'all see the look on her face? Did y'all peep? Are y'all peeping the look on her face? Oh my goodness. I know when she turned around and saw who the hell was behind her. I'm slow mowing this and bringing it back because this is a short video. Let me slow mo. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of people standing around, of course. You know, everybody is pulling out their phones. She has a crowd, she has an audience. And like most thoughts, I won't necessarily say thoughts. You just have some women who love attention because their self-esteem is so broken. Basically, you know, they constantly have to feel validated, and some of them will use any opportunity, any moment to seek that validation. What's up, K Love? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by to hang out with me. We're talking about when thirsting for attention goes wrong. I'm slow moing this video clip. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I might have played this clip like at least damn 10 times a day. I'm so obsessed with this clip. It's just hella funny because it just goes to show you how sometimes women go to the furthest extent of seeking attention, and it always somehow comes back to backfire. They never get the attention they really want. Y'all just let me know that y'all see this video. I want to make sure y'all see my video. Okay, just say okay, or yeah, I see it. I just want to make sure y'all see this clip that I'm putting up there. Yeah, let me know if you guys, ladies, if y'all see this clip that I have I'm sharing with y'all. Let me know that y'all can see it. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, good. Okay, appreciate that, K Love. I'm gonna play this back. I'm gonna probably play this back a lot throughout the video because I'm gonna have people coming in at the last minute. So just be patient with me because this clip is the topic that I'm talking about today. So I'm gonna have to keep showing this clip. You feel me? So I'm gonna show it again one more time to y'all. Like I said, the look on her face was priceless. Was priceless. Did y'all peep that? Did you peep her facial expression when she saw this old nasty perverted crusty cruddy crackhead looking dude? Yo, I tell women, yo, you got to be careful when you dance like that, man. It's anything is up for grabs. You don't know what thirsty perverted fool is going ambush the hell out you. You know what I'm saying? When you dance like that. Anytime when you get on the floor and you on the dance floor and you dance like that, basically you are saying you were up for grabs. So whenever you in that type of environment, realize you dealing with guys. Some guys are drunk, some guys are just bold, some guys are highly perverted, some guys have no control over their hormones, have no control over their penis. So the moment they see a booty shaking, they see you twerking, they see you, booty popping, realize that you really put yourself at risk. when you put yourself in this type of situation. Me personally, whenever I got on the dance floor, if I was to dance like that, you know, I used to dance like that back in my younger days before I got married. But I made sure I had a wall, I had a barrier, I had something behind me where no ugly, perverted, cruddy fool could ambush me. You get what I'm saying? I always made sure I had a wall, or I had something behind me, a mirror, something behind me where no creep could creep up on me, you know what I'm saying, and just stop jumping my bones. It's just so hilarious. Now, let me go back to this video, okay? If you look, she knew exactly what she was basically putting herself into. She knew exactly what she was, the situation that she was getting ready to put herself into. First of all, as you can see, she has a big audience. She has an audience, and most women who seek for attention, who thirst for attention, they have to have an audience, okay? So she looked at it like this was my time to shine. You know, these guys pulling out their phones. If you look at the background, pay attention to the background. These guys are pulling out their phones. You know, she has her little moment. She's trying to take her little moment to shine. You know, it's a couple of guys in the audience. Some of them not bad looking. You know, so I'm sure she was probably trying to get attention from these other guys that look way better looking than this perv that jumped up on her and ambushed her on the booty. I'm sure she wasn't trying to get his attention. I'm sure she was trying to get the attention of these other gentlemen that was standing around and surrounding her. Okay, because let me tell you something. Had it been just a bunch of females, 9 times out of 10, she wouldn't have been dancing like that. So she basically was trying to get attention from one of those guys there. It was not, it was not this dude. It was not him. I know this was not the guy. Oh my gosh. Yo. I would have had to I would have had to disinfect my whole body. Once I turned around and saw this fool had been on the back of me riding my booty, I would have had to wash. I would have had to wash and sanitize her for weeks. I mean, that to me, that's like a rape right there. I ain't trying to be funny. That's like straight rape right there. I mean, really, ladies, you turn around and you see a dude that look like this dancing behind you. I mean, looks like his breath smells like damn, Budweiser or Ice House. He looks sweaty. I bet he smelled like Ice House and sweat all mixed together. Oh my goodness. And he looks hella old. He looks like one of those homeless guys that, probably live in one of those shelters for homeless men like Salvation Army. I mean, he looks terrible. He looks like somebody's grandfather. I mean, oh my gosh, I can go on and on about this. I would just literally roll over and die if I turned around and saw this dude groping up on me. It's nothing more scarier than to get an old, perverted, nasty looking guy to just ambush you. But basically, I know I'm digressing because it's a whole big point of this video that I'm making. Basically, she knew she intentionally got out there dancing like that because she was trying to get attention. She wanted to be seen. She saw everybody pulling out their doggone camera phones. She saw there was an audience. Like I said, there's some nice looking guys in the audience. So she was really trying to get attention. But what she didn't expect was she would get attention from this dude here. Okay. And this is what happens, ladies. A lot of the times you have to be careful who you get, who you're trying, in other words, because I know I'm stumbling. In other words, you have to be careful how you put yourself out there because the attention that you're trying to seek isn't always the attention you're getting. Okay. So you have to be very mindful. You have to use discernment. You have to really pay attention because you don't always get the attention that you're trying to get. Nine times out of 10, when women pull desperate measures to get attention, it ends up backfiring. They never really get the correct attention that they want. And it's not only in situations like this where I have seen women embarrass themselves trying to get attention, trying to be seen, trying to be noticed. It's not just in clubs. Women are starting to do this a lot on social media. They're posting all these pictures of themselves half naked. They're live streaming themselves, um, basically acting like thoughts, acting like skanks and thinking it's going to get them attention. But what ends up happening most of the time when these women go so far to get attention, they always get it from the men they don't want. Have y'all ever noticed that? Maybe it's just me, but have y'all ever noticed that any woman in this room who wants to keep it real and admit it, because I'll put myself out there. Before I was married, I used to be a club goer. I used to go out. I was about 18, 19, fresh out of high school, had no children, my parents pretty much spoiled me. All I had to do was work and pay my little car note, and that was it. Other than that, I had my freedom. I had no obligations. I was able to do me. Like I said, I was young, 19. I had no responsibilities. So that's what you do when you get out of high school. You party. You wilding out, after going to school for 12 years and your parents always structuring you, telling you where you can go and what you could do. I'm finally getting a taste of my freedom. So I will go out to clubs, I will go out to places like that with my girlfriends. And of course, being young, being immature, and at that point in time, honestly, I did not have the best self-esteem. I will put myself on blast. I did not have the best self-esteem, because I didn't at the time, me being young, I didn't understand the reason why I didn't get a lot of attention was because I wasn't one of those ones who put myself out there to get a lot of attention. But the point of the matter was it did kind of affect me during that point in time that I didn't get a lot of attention like a lot of the other females had got. But as I've gotten older, looking back, I realized why a lot of my friends were able to get attention that I wasn't able to get. And guys were like, magnets towards women that always put themselves out there. And I was always kind of like, laid back, and I was too self-conscious to be bold as far as getting on the dance floor and twerking hard and doing things of that nature, because I was always self-conscious and I always worried about men thinking the worst of me or guys looking at me in the wrong way. So I always shied away from stuff like that, basically. So at that point in time, me shying away from things like that, I didn't stand out as much, so I didn't get a whole lot of attention. And because of that, it really took a toll on my self-esteem. So what I started doing was I noticed the females at that time who was getting the most attention was the ones who was dressing the most provocative, which was the ones that was on the dance floor doing dances that brought the most attention. So I call myself trying to be like what women who did that. I tried to do that. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm being too laid back. That's why guys are not noticing me. Maybe I'm too what's the word? I'm too preserved. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not getting attention that I want. So I started doing what I saw other women do, females in the club do. I started wearing tighter skirts, making sure my skirts was shorter. I started showing more cleavage. I just started dressing more sexier, more provocative. I would get on the dance floor and dance and do little dances to try to get me a little crowd, get me a little audience, because I wanted that attention like I saw other females were getting. That is what I wanted. I felt like the wallflower. I felt like I was one of those type of women that I was not, really guys was not really checking for me like that, basically. So when I started doing that to try to get more attention, it actually made me feel worse because I didn't get the kind of attention I thought I was going to get. What ended up happening was, me wearing shorter skirts, tighter skirts, me showing more cleavage, if anything, it made me become a magnet to more goddamn perverts. That's basically what happened. I thought I was getting somewhere. I'm thinking, okay, because I would go in the room, I go in the club, just not provocative. I'm getting all these eyes on me. I got all these guys staring at me. I'm getting this attention. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm in there like that. I'm like, okay, finally now I'm no longer this wallflower. I'm no longer this plain Jane, you know, that guys are overlooking. Guys are actually finding me attractive now. So that's what I thought. But I found out in the long run, over time, that guys was not attracted to me. They was attracted to what I presented. That's basically what it ended up boiling down to. So I found out the hard way, and what a lot of women are starting to find out now these days, that sometimes when you try so hard to seek attention, you actually end up getting the worst kind of attention. And then to add insult to injury, you never get the attention, you never get it from who you want it from. I don't know how many women in the chat room is willing to admit it, but have you ever tried so hard to get a certain guy's attention that you would dress a certain way or would act a certain way to try to, get his attention and try to make him notice you? And he still ends up not noticing you. It's always the dudes you don't want, the dudes you ain't checking for. Those seem to be the guys that seem to notice you. They'll be the ones that approach you first. And 9 times out of 10, it's square dudes, it's lame dudes, it's dudes that are not that attractive, like homeboy was that I just showed you. It's perverted dudes, it's unattractive dudes, it's dudes that really ain't got much of anything. That's the first to approach you or to try to hit on you. You never really get attention from who you want to get it from. And that's the reason why I'm speaking on the subject today about when thirsting for attention goes wrong. You have to be careful with how you put yourself out there, because while you thinking you're drawn, while you thinking you're making yourself more appealing, while you thinking you're making yourself attractive, if anything, you are attracting the wrong type of guy. You're not going to get the type of man you're looking for. And that's basically what ended up happening with the lady with the girl in this video. She tried to get all this attention, and it backfired, because the main person she did not want to get it from, he was the first one who took a chance. And basically he got right up on her like it wasn't nothing, because you have some men that are like this. And that is why I tell females, they got, not all men do this. You have some men, it don't even flatter them, no matter how much you popping and dropping it on the dance floor. You got some real men who have any real knowledge, who have any real substance. You can't really even impress them. You can't impress men of that nature, real men, by acting like a skank or acting like a thought. A real man can see right through you. He's gonna see right through your low self-esteem. He's gonna see right through your need to be seen, your need to be noticed. A real man is going to see right through you. A real man is going to say, you know what, this is a woman with issues, this is a woman with low self-esteem, with insecurity issues. A real man is going to see right through that. Just like a woman, if she's a real woman, she's going to be able to see through a man's insecurity, no matter how much he flashes his money, or no matter what type of car he drives, or what type of suits and gator shoes he wears. But if she's a real woman, she's going to be able to read right through him and see that, you know what, this guy has some insecurity issues. This guy, he's not really happy of himself. Because anytime you get a man or a woman that will go all out to be noticed, it speaks volumes for insecurity. It speaks volumes that I am really not happy with me. I am not really secure within myself. The only way I can feel happy with me is if I have an audience, I have somebody that's patting me on my back and telling me how good I look, or telling me how fine he or she think I am. You got some people, they only live off of approval. And women are definitely strong candidates at that. Why you think some women faithfully got to post pictures of themselves on social media, on his Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You have some women who live off of social media. You know why? Because that's the only way they can get the attention they want. That's the only way they can feel validated. And the thing about social media is social media gives you the room to be artificial. It allows you to be everything that you really know you're not. It gives you that room to kind of pretend and alter your personality. Social media gives you the advantage to do that. We have all these filters now on social media where you can make your skin complexion lighter. You can make your skin complexion darker. You can remove all these flaws. You can make your stomach look smaller. You can make your chest look bigger. Social media has given people with low self-esteem so much room to be fake. Social media has given people so much room to lie, to perpetrate. What's up, Bossolini? Welcome to the Mocha Cafe de Paris fam. Today on the menu, I'm talking about when thirsting for attention goes wrong. I showed a snippet of this. Let me see if I can pull it back up. A snippet of this young lady here who practically goes on the dance floor and she ends up getting way more than what she bargained for. I'm gonna show this video again, y'all. Oh boy. As I stated, this is what happens. Oops, that's my class there. Um, this is what happens when we seek attention. Now, as I stated before, you take a chance when you seek too much attention. You know, when you put yourself out there, ladies, you have to be careful with that. When you put yourself out there because you want attention and you want to feel validated and you want somebody to notice you, 9 times out of 10, the person's attention that you're trying to get is not the person that's checking for you like that. It's always it's always some pervert, some creepy dude, some lame dude. It's never a guy that you would really be interested in that approach you. It always happens like that. But the purpose of me showing that clip was to demonstrate the fact that, you know, some women are willing to go so far to put themselves out there and get attention. And then they get upset when they get the wrong attention. Same thing with social media. I notice a lot of women, and I know some personally, and I'm not going to say their names, but I know some women personally who live off of Facebook. Facebook is their life. Instagram is their life. Every morning when they get up, the first thing they do is post selfies. First thing they do is they post pictures. They have to post a picture of something of themselves to get their compliments, because I tell you, attention has become a new drug for women. Attention has become the drug that a lot of women are overdosing off of. And a lot of women, especially women with low self-esteem, I'm not saying all women are doing this. If it does, but for the women who have low self-esteem, they are the main ones that are constantly posting pictures every day, looking for somebody to thumb them up, looking for somebody to tell them they're beautiful, looking for somebody to say, you're fine, you're gorgeous. Every day they look for compliments. They take compliments like it's medication. They have to take it daily because that's the only way they feel validated. That's the only way they feel like they're worth something. And you got in that I think that's the worst position a man or a woman could put themselves in a position to put themselves in. If the only way if you can survive or really be whole is by getting approval from other people. If you're one of those individuals, you could only feel like you're accomplishing something if people are patting you on your back, if people are approving you, if people have to keep telling you and reassuring you you're doing a good job, you're doing great, you're a beautiful man, beautiful woman, you're a handsome man. If you have to constantly get somebody to compliment you to make you feel special, then that says, you know what? Evidently, you have low self-esteem issues. And that's something you may have to work on. That's something you may have to pray on. That's something you're going to have to grow. You're going to have to mature in that area. and you could be a very attractive man, that don't mean everybody is going to like you. That don't mean everybody's going to be attracted to you. That don't mean everybody's going to be feeling you like that. Everybody is not going to find you appealing. You're not going to be everybody's type. And that's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? So you have to realize your self-worth. You shouldn't have to do like this young lady did in this situation. She wanted so badly to get attention that she put herself in a position where she made herself an open target to a pervert. And it's a lot of women who do that. Again, as I stated on social media, you have women that do that. They post pictures of themselves every day. They post selfies of themselves every day. They got to dress provocative. They got to expose their skin. They got to show their breasts. They got to show their assets. You know, they got to show all of their physical attributes to be noticed. And the thing about it is, or not, men who do seek them or who do give them attention on social media, it's always the guys that they don't want. It's always the guys they're not interested in, who will inbox them, who will hit them up, who will send them, DICK pics. Those are the guys who are. It's never the guys that are educated, that got good jobs, guys that got husband credentials. It's never men who are worth something that will give women that act on like this, that act up like this, the real attention. They never get it from them type of guys. They always get attention from these bums. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically the reason of me presenting this information today, because, it's becoming an ongoing problem. It's becoming a continuous issue that there's so many women that are willing to seek attention by any means necessary. But I definitely appreciate everybody for stopping by, hanging out and dining out with me. This is just very imperative that women need to realize that just because you're putting yourself out there in a certain light, everybody's going to notice the negative before they notice the positive. If you're one of those women, you are thirsty and you have to have attention, and you think the only way you get attention is by showing your assets, by showing your breasts, by dressing provocative. If that's the only way you feel like you can make a man become interested in you, then you are sadly mistaken. And what's going to happen is you're going to be one of those women that are constantly going to be used. You're constantly going to get played, because the moment a man comes to you and tells you you're a beautiful woman, you're attractive, or he likes you, or he's feeling you, and he don't even really know you like that, he's just going by how you dress, you're making yourself a target. You're going to make yourself become a thought. You're becoming a thought target in a sense. You're going to attract the wrong kind of man who's going to use you, manipulate you, or in even some cases pimp you out. Because they target women with low self-esteem. It's men out there who will target women that look for attention with low self-esteem, for the simple fact that they know these women don't feel whole. These women don't feel validated. If you look into a lot of these documentaries, like they got one on YouTube called American Pimp. If you look at some of these documentaries, you'll see a lot of these men will state, they've always been able to target women with low self-esteem. They've always been able to target women, who came from homes that they didn't have fathers, who came out of situations where they didn't have mothers that built them, that instilled in them self-confidence, that instilled in them dignity. So it doesn't take much for a pimp or a square dude to boost up their ego. What's up, Lord, known as Mortal One? Thank you for coming to hang out with me here at Cafe de Paris. What's good? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm talking, this is the topic I'm speaking. Bewildered and don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when thirsting for attention goes wrong. It's far too many women out here, not all women. If it does not apply, you don't have to reply. But you have a lot of women out here who are thirsting for attention, and they're trying to get it by any means necessary. And a lot of them are willing to even degrade themselves to get attention, because you have some women like this. They just love attention, even if it's bad attention, as long as it's attention, and it's sad, that you have some women have to stoop to this level, Love you too, mortal. You know I got love for you as well. I appreciate you. Yeah, but you have to you have to be careful being one of them women that you're willing to do anything to make a man notice you. You willing to go on and you willing to you at a club. I've seen women at the club. I don't club a lot, but I've seen this one particular time. I'll tell you a story. This one particular time. Me and my old man, we went to a club. It was 2, 3 years back. And it was these two particular females, I mean, who stayed on the dance floor. They would not get off, not one time. And they was dancing to every degrading song you could think about. Any song that talked about bitch or back your ass up or any song that was pertaining to degrading women, they was dancing to every song. And I'm like, y'all doing all of this gyrating on the floor, you booty popping, you twerking. And the thing about it was, dudes started surrounding them like like dogs in heat. You get what I'm saying? Like if you put a piece of meat in a pit bull cage, in a cage with a couple of pit bulls, all them pit bulls gonna start surrounding that piece of meat, ready to attack it. And I'm like, you making yourself a target to to a man that's just gonna use you, chew you up and spit you out like you a piece of meat. You're not gonna get a man that really sees your worth or sees your potential or somebody who sees you as a wife. Because I'm telling you, attention gets old after a while. It don't matter how much attention people give you, but a lot of women not understanding is respect will take you much further than attention. All of these women with low self-esteem who feel like they got to do the most to get attention from these men by dressing provocative, by acting like thoughts, by twerking on the dance floor like strippers, they're not understanding that eventually you're going to want somebody that's going to love you for you, that's going to appreciate you for you. You're going to get tired of attracting men that just want to always take you to the Motel 6, that just want to only take you up the street to get you a $5 fill-up box from Popeyes and take you to a little roach motel, and bang your back out and drop you off somewhere like you an old bag of groceries. Eventually, you're gonna want somebody that really values you and cares about you. And it's a lot of these women that's walking around here bitter and angry and have attitudes. And I can tell you where a lot of those attitudes derive from. Whenever you just meet a woman, whether there's a woman on your job that acts like this, a woman in your neighborhood that acts like this, or a woman in your family that acts like this, whenever you're dealing with a female, you come across a female and she always has a nasty attitude for no reason. She just straight nasty. A lot of it comes from, I'm not saying all of it comes from, this is just one factor that I'm stating. But most of they have put so much of themselves out there and have gotten nothing in return. That's where a lot of attitude and anger and animosity comes from. Because yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, mortal, that I mean that's how it is. You one of them women, you easy, you love attention, you live off attention. You'll take anything a lame dude will give you. You have some women just that desperate. A man will take them out for a 2 piece and a soda. To them, that means something because they're not even used to getting that much. They're not even used to getting that. But as I was stating, that's why you have some women with attitudes, because they have put so much of different men, they have been with too many guys, have given themselves to too many guys, and now they feel cheated, they feel robbed because they put so much of themselves out there and now they have nothing to show for it. And that's what happens when you put yourself in a position and you become a thought and you feel like the only way you can keep a man's attention is by screwing him, taking him to bed, laying up with him. That's the only way you can keep him intrigued and keep him interested in being with you. When he has laid you so many times and he has had you so many times, he no longer has any attention. His attention starts to fizzle. His attention starts to dwindle. And sooner or later, he stops even dealing with you. And the sad part is a lot of these women are still not learning. They will turn around and do the same exact thing with the next man. A lot of them do not learn. You have not learned that going to bed with every guy on the first night or the second night after only a conversation and one dinner, you already taking him to bed. You already putting yourself out there. You already, and now you ain't learned from that. You still doing that with several other guys. Some of these females will never learn. They will keep repeating that same cycle. And then when they have burnt themselves out and they have made themselves old before their time, you got a lot of them around here you got some of these young women around here 20 years old looking like they 40. You got some 30 looking like they 50 because they have done too much at a young age. They have did too much too young, too soon with too many. And that is what happens. When you put yourself out there with all kind of men, your value will start to deteriorate. Okay, and what I mean by that is your value of self-esteem, your value of integrity, your value of dignity, all of that will start to deteriorate the more you keep giving yourself to men who you allow to treat you like a piece of meat. And I cannot, and I'm not going to blame the men, because at the end of the day, as a woman, you have a choice. You decide who you allow to enter your body. Any woman that has put herself in a position to get used, to get played, is because either she's thirsting for attention, or either she's not she doesn't feel worthy enough to where she can keep a man interested in her without having to take him to bed. A lot of times you set the tone for how people treat you. And that's the bottom line. And the same thing with you guys, like I said, with you women, you set the tone for how a man treats you. If he meets you in the club, you dress like a skank, you know, you got all your brush, your assets and stuff hanging out. 9 times out of 10, he's going to treat you the way you presented yourself. In the perfect world, we want to sit up there and say, well, I'm a grown woman. I'm a type to dress how I want to dress. I can wear what I want to wear. No, what I wear doesn't define who I am. Unfortunately, it does, because your first impressions are everything. Depending on how you dress and depending on how much skin you're showing, a man's not looking at your personality. He's looking at what the hell you got on. He's looking at how easy you look. He's not trying to look at your personality. He's not trying to get to know you for the woman that you are. Even if you are an educated woman, even if you are a successful woman or independent woman, none of that matters depending on how you are dressed. None of that matters depending on what tools you're using to get attention. Based on the way you carry yourself, that is the type of attention you attract. Same thing with you guys, because I'm gonna get on y'all too. Same thing with you guys. If you are a man who has to constantly flash your, because some of y'all are attention whores too. Let's just keep it 100. Some of you men, y'all thrive off attention just as bad as these women. Y'all are not as bad as them. And there's not as many men that are doing it like these women, but some of y'all thrive off attention. A lot of you men out there making yourself thought targets. You displaying your money. You showing your money on Facebook. You showing what you drive. You know what I'm saying? What kind of car you drive, what kind of cars you own. You showing what type of work you do on Facebook. I've seen men post pictures of themselves as, post pictures attorney. A woman see you a truck driver. A woman see you own your own business, your own operation. Do you know you're displaying that you're dollar signs? You're straight displaying that you're dollar signs. You are making yourself a thought target. You are going to attract a thought because she's looking at what you do, not who you are. She sees you, she goes on your page, you flashing your money, you flashing where you work at. She's looking at you as a potential bidder. You become a potential bidder. And why you think you winning? Because you got these women checking for you. She checking for you because you're going to end up being one of those dudes that she going to try to trap and intentionally put you in a position where you get her knocked up with whatever tricks or strategy she uses, and she's going to pimp you. She's basically going to pimp you based on the fact that you are putting so much of yourself out there. But when every woman don't need to see what you do for a living. Exactly, mortal. That's everybody don't need to be seeing. You don't you target what the hell you present. A lot of you men, y'all doing the same thing. Every woman don't need to know what you doing for a living unless y'all going out on a date and y'all having a conversation and she so happen to ask you, well, what do you do for a living? That's different. You know. Been I tell you said been on the point for almost 20 years. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, mortal, they got to be hip to the game, man. You can't be sitting up here presenting to these women what you work, what you do for a living. You don't need to be presenting what kind of car you driving. If she a woman and she really likes you for you, she wants to get to know you for you. She don't care if you pushing a Toyota Camry, a 90 a 2001 Toyota Camry. If you are a man with confidence, if you are a man with self-assurance, let me tell you something. You could easily make a woman overlook all of what you're lacking in confidence. Your confidence can overshadow all of that. If you are a man that's sure of yourself and you have confidence and self-worth, all of that will overshadow what you think you're lacking. You know, because it's some brothers who got all that stuff, but their self-esteem is very low. They insecure. But they can't keep a woman because they too insecure. They're one of them possessive dudes that become, every woman knows that one possessive dude that becomes a damn probation officer once y'all get serious. Where you at? Where you going? Who you gonna be with? How long you getting back? These same dudes that's up there and pretend and portray to be so confident because they got cars and they got houses, be straight insecure. Won't even let their woman go to Walmart without them. Them kind of men, they don't keep nobody because some women can't deal with that over possessiveness. Deal with a man that's acting like their father. You can't go here, you can't go there. I need to know where you going and what you doing. I mean, understanding the relationship, you have to respect one another and let each other know y'all whereabouts. But some men become so possessive or overly possessive because some men are just straight insecure. They just straight insecure because if you're confident in who you are as a man, you ain't got time to be sitting up here worrying about who you think she's screwing or where you think she at. As long as you handling your business and you doing what you're supposed to do as a man, you ain't got to be one of them dudes that's over possessive and overbearing and controlling and it's just if you got to do all of that, you're gonna give yourself a massive heart attack trying to keep up with where somebody else at and keep up with what they doing. And then you have some men, the reason why some of them do that, not all men do this, but some guys do that is because they've done a lot of dirt in the past too. Some men that are over possessive with their ladies or over controlling, a lot of them have done a lot of dirt in the past. And they so afraid that another sucker gonna pimp their old lady just like they pimped other people old lady. Or just like they used to pimp females back in the past, because you do have this thing called karma. Sometimes the stuff that you do, it comes back and reflects on you. If you was one of those guys back in the day, you screwed all kind of women, you played with their emotions, you used them, you lied to them, you knew they was in a relationship with somebody, and you played them on a vulnerability at that moment. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna come back on you. Eventually, you get in a relationship, it's gonna be a square dude like you once upon a time. It's gonna be a lying dude like you. It's gonna be a no good dude like you. That's gonna play on your woman's intelligence. That's just how. Be careful with how you treat women out here, because just like you got daughters, guess what? Any man out there, if you got daughters, it's gonna be knuckleheads that she gonna run across. That's gonna be just the way you used to. Coming on in, I appreciate you. One of my loyal subscribers as well. Thanks for everybody. Thank you, everybody who came in. If I didn't say your name, I didn't acknowledge you, I apologize. people coming in so quick. So I'm not ignoring you or anything, but thank you everybody for who's stopping in to dine in with me at Cafe de Paris. But everybody that's just chiming in, I'm talking about when thirstiness for attention goes wrong. I displayed a video clip earlier for everybody who's just getting in. And like explained to everybody who's already been here, I'm going to be showing this clip off and on because I know people are going to be coming in at the last minute. So I'm going to show everybody this little clip of when thirsting for attention goes wrong. As you can see, this this young lady here, I guess she's somewhere. I don't think this is a club. Look like it's outside. Look like they're all just outside having a good time and dancing. And basically, she sees a whole crowd of people standing around. The music is turned up, and I guess she's seeing all these guys standing around and some of these women standing around, and everybody's pulling out their cell phone, pulling out their iPhone. And I guess in her mind, this is her moment to shine. This is her moment to put on the performance and earn her little 15 minutes of fame. Well, I tell you this much. She didn't earn any fame, but she earned a lot of shame. And I'm going to show y'all exactly why. This is a very fast clip, so make sure y'all pay attention because it's short. Okay. Oh my goodness. Did y'all peep that? For all of you who are just tuning in, this is when thirsting for attention goes wrong. This is just a prime example of when you try so hard to get attention and you always get attention from the person you least expect. Do you see the look on her face is priceless? She's looking like, what the F? I know when she goes home, she's probably going to burn that whole outfit. What's up, Sadia? Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you for stopping by. Yes, child. Today we're talking about when thirsting for attention goes wrong. Girlfriend was pissed. She was hoping one of these other brothers would have rode that monkey. And then it happened. Instead, let me slow-mo this. Let me back this up, y'all. Now, as you can see, and I know I'm repeating myself for some of y'all who just coming in, I apologize, but I want everybody to be on the same accord. I don't want nobody coming in here lost. As you can see, she got a whole audience that's surrounding her. Okay, you can see in the audience. You just pay attention to the audience. You see in the audience of some guys, not bad looking guys. I'm sure that's who she was really trying to get attention from. You got some guys in the crowd that's not bad, not too bad looking, decent looking guys or whatever. And I'm sure 9 times out of 10, her twerking, that was her reason for doing so. She was trying to get attention from somebody else. Now I'm quite sure she was not trying to get attention from him. Ladies, imagine if you was on the dance floor, honey, and you twerking and your song on, and you just uh uh and you just popping it and popping it and popping it and doing your thing, and you just feel some creepy some creepy fingers just get to grabbing on your hips, and you smell the aroma of sweat and Ice House and Budweiser mixed together, and you turn around and see this dude. Okay, Darius, for real. I would have lost it. Thank you, Sadia, for the compliments. I appreciate it. I would have lost it. I know me. I would have left and went home and disinfected my whole body. I would have washed in a whole can of Lysol. This imagine that. This is why when I get on the dance floor, y'all, before I got married and I was hitting the club scene pretty hard, for one, I never had nobody dance behind me with the lights off. That's the one thing. Before any dude dances with me, I got to see his face. Period. You not about to sit up here and look like no old drunk homeless roster and riding my coattail and riding on the back of my booty. That's not happening. Secondly, yeah, Mortal said I like Flavor Flav little cousin. Shoot, he look like Flavor Flav uncle. Look like Flavor Flav drunk homeless uncle. That's what he looked like. That's why when I did use the club and dance, I always made sure I had a barrier behind me. I would dance up on the wall. I would if I was dancing, I had a wall behind me, I had a mirror behind me. Or what I would do is I would have a guy dance with me so that way I didn't have to worry about another guy imposing on me just because he saw me dancing by myself. Yeah. Yeah, I would that's what I would do. Most of the time, unless you just a Wolverine looking sister, most brothers don't mind just dancing with you. But that's what I used to do. I never put myself in situations where I got ambushed by somebody granddaddy or some homeless dude. I'm gonna play that back for y'all one more time. And and this make it so bad. Some of the sisters, they laughing at her. Let me back this up. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna back it up. Look at how these sisters in the back laughing at her. A lot of sisters laughing harder than the guys. You know why? Because they know what she doing. They knew she tried so hard to get attention that she ended up actually embarrassing herself. And like most sisters, instead of them looking out for a girl and kind of saying, hey, I mean, yo, you see this dude behind you? They stood up there and allowed her to make a foolery of herself. They are laughing. They laughing at her. They're having a field day. Like, look at her. That's what you get. Trying so hard to get attention. Look at her. Yeah, he was on it. He was, hey, yo, Harvey. He was on her booty like a fat girl on a free buffet. He was on it. This what happens. Thirsty women draw thirsty brothers. This is what happens when you try so hard to seek attention. You never, I don't know, like I'm gonna ask this question again because nobody asked me earlier, answered earlier. Ladies, how many times, honestly, how many women in the chat room want to admit this? Okay. If you don't want to say yes or no, just give me an eye emoji like K Love did. Okay. How many of y'all want to admit that at some point in time in your life, even if it was back in your younger days, I know you're a grown woman now, you probably got a different mindset, but how many of y'all at some point in time tried so hard to get a dude's attention that the main guy attention who you want to get, you didn't get. You ended up getting somebody's attention who you totally didn't want. Who in here would end up who would admit to that? Because I will put myself on the map. It happened to me. I didn't do what she did, but I've been in a situation where I tried to, put my little, put my little sexiness on or whatever you want to call it to try to get a certain guy to notice me. And this was way before I got married, of course. And instead of him noticing me, I end up getting some unattractive reject um sex pedophile old creepy looking dude. It happens. You thinking you put yourself out there in a certain light, hoping the guy you're interested in will be the one to notice you, and it ends up being one you totally not even interested in like that. It happens all the time. Oh, you was a shy girl, Kay. I kind of was, but I meant like when I would put myself out there, meaning I would try to like not dress provocative, but I would try to like hold a conversation with him. I would try to give him little gestures. I would like, if I'm grabbing me some lunch, I'll offer to see if you want me to bring him something back. I would do little things to try to like, just try to like make him kind of notice me a little bit. And it would never be the brother that I was checking for. It would always be some some square or some, like I said, some pervert looking guy, that would try to like intrude on me, oh, I would like to go have some lunch with you. I'm like, dude, I'm not even talking to you. I'm not interested in you. I'm talking to your homeboy. It's always like that. And as I stated earlier, even with social media, you have a lot of women that are post all these pictures, of themselves to try to get attention of a certain guy, and they never get the attention from them. It's always these ugly dudes that's inboxing them. It's always these old dudes, always these pervert looking dudes. It's always dudes that they're not even interested in. That's the first to try to come at them. And this is what happens when thirsting for attention. This is what I'm saying about when thirsting for attention goes wrong. That's why you got to be careful how you put yourself out there, because I'm sure one of these guys out here, she was trying to get one of them attention. Maybe even this guy here, because in my opinion, he's the so far one of the best looking ones in the crowd or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just hypothetically thinking. She was trying to get somebody's attention. She was not dancing like that for nothing. She was dancing like that because she liked the attention she was getting. Look at all the camera phones people were pulling out. Look at the guys that are checking for her. She didn't think this dude here. She didn't think this dude here would be the one to try to grope her. And I don't think he honestly tried to do any harm to her. In the back of his mind, he looking like most desperate, thirsty dudes. In his mind, all that booty popping she was doing, in his mind, he felt like maybe she wanted somebody to join with her. He probably honestly figured she wouldn't see nothing wrong with it. And these brothers here who she trying to get attention from, they just looking and videotaping her. They not trying to dance with her. They ain't asked her for a dance. They ain't trying to dance with her. They just looking at her basically like a stripper. She's just entertaining them. And while she's trying to entertain a crowd, she leaves herself open to get groped by this pervert here. And I'm just kind of slow mowing it so y'all can kind of see. See, she's twerking it up, twerking it up. I'm sure she probably was twerking for a minute. I'm sure this is a short video. I'm sure she was twerking for a while, and she was pumping it up, twerking it up, twerking it up, popping it, popping it, popping it, popping it. Darius says, hell, who would refuse a free ride? That's a good one, Darius. You ain't lying. Yeah, that's cute. That's a good one. Yeah, as you can see, she already was kind of twerking it, and that for her for them to be pulling out camera phones, she was twerking for a minute. And what happened was this perv out of nowhere, this old homeless dude, looked like he borrowed somebody's clothes, because looked like he don't even have nowhere to stay. I know she smelled Ice House and the Bud Light and Newports. Look like he look like he's a combination. He smells like Ice House, Budweiser, Newports. And I'm sure she smelled all of that. Breathing. I'm sure she smelled him quicker than she felt him, which made her jump up. Cause he looked like he needed a bath to me. He looked like he like one of them guys, he smelled like a box of Newports. She smelled Newports, Budweiser, Ice House, and sweat. Because he was very sweaty. You could look at him and tell he was very sweaty. Well, Barbara, what I think was at that point, she was so busy trying to get attention. She didn't care. She didn't really want nobody dancing with her. I think she just wanted attention. She wanted the spotlight on her. Yeah, Ice House and hot. Dara says Ice House and hot sausage. Hot spoiled sausage. Yeah. No, but I think Barbara, I think she was thriving off of the attention. She had loved the limelight. She had liked the fact that everybody was pulling out their camera phones. Because if you look, everybody got their little phones out. Everybody got their little phones out over here. You know, she had liked this, she had loved the attention she was getting. But again, as I stated, when thirsting for attention goes wrong, she ended up leaving herself open to some pervert, which is this guy here. So, my advice to the ladies out there, the next time you want to twerk in public or do something extreme to get attention because you want to be noticed, you want to be seen, just keep in mind it's a brother like him on a prowl that's waiting to get a free ride, like Darius was saying. And I know he trying to get a free ride because don't even look like he owned a bus pass. He looked like the type that'll get on the first ride that come. What's up, Jerome Broom? Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate it. Today's menu, we're talking about when thirstiness goes wrong, with women who look for attention, they end up getting the wrong type of attention. For women who want to get the wrong type of attention, be careful. There's a brother on the loose. I'ma name him. I don't know, y'all. Give me a name for this dude here. Give me a name. What do you look like his name is? We're gonna give this brother here a name. We're gonna give him a name. I don't know. Does he like a Willie? He like a Willie? I don't know, because most Willies are old dudes that still do oil changes and own like an old auto shop. I don't know if I want to give him Willie because Willie's own some type of business. Everybody know Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie own a business. This dude here don't look like a Willie. Don't look like he own anything. Somebody give me a name for this dude here. Give me a name of a dude that sounds old, rusty, and perverted. I need a name for this dude here. You ladies, y'all got to be careful. When you strive to get attention, you draw the wrong attention. You never really get it from the person who you want to get it from. Junebug, that sound that I need something a little bit more that's close to deal, but that's kind of like a cute thug name in a sense. No, this dude is too rusty for that. Don't nothing look June about him. But you close. He look rusty. Junebug used to be a player back in the day. This dude don't look like he played nothing. Don't look like the only thing he probably played was dominoes. Robert says Hobo Willie. He just I mean, that's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful, ladies. I guess I'll call him Junebug Willie. Hell, we'll call them all three, I guess. Junebug Willie, be careful seeking attention, ladies, because you can get a Junebug Willie like this that's going to target you and try to hump you out of nowhere. So you got to be careful how you put yourself out there. And check this out. He's looking disappointed. Like, I don't know why she's so upset with me. I thought she wanted me to ride that thing. Mr. Roney. Ah, yeah, that's a good one too, Sadia. Yeah. Ronnie up here looking confused, like, I don't know why she mad. He's shaking her head like, why she upset with me? I thought she wanted me to get on that. Why she upset with me? Why she mad with me? I would have lost my mind. Oh my gosh, I would have lost my mind if I caught a dude like this drive right on the back of me. I would have just completely lost it. And you see how he got his arms on her? I mean, he just very bold. Yeah, Jerome in the house. Yeah, this the Jerome. This is Jerome that went bankrupt and lost everything. Odell, I kind of like that. There's Odell because he old as hell. I think I'm gonna use that one. Yeah, Odell. His full name is Odell Junebug Willie. Yeah, this dude is so bold, but a lot of perverts are a lot of men who are not that bright. That's why you have to be careful, women, when you out there and you seeking this attention, because you're gonna have that one brother who has no common sense, who has no discernment, who will try you. Now the rest of them guys was standing there. They wasn't trying to grope her like that. Here, this fool is going to always be one fool. That's why you have to be careful how open you leave yourselves out there when you're looking for attention, because it's going to always be that one particular person, that one dude who ain't got them all, that's going to try you. You have to be careful what you advertise. Like my grandmother would say, be careful what you advertise, because somebody's going to answer your ad. And it's the truth. I keep showing my class. I don't know why I'm showing my class. My bad, y'all. I meant to show my little class here or whatever. But yeah, you have to be careful how you target. Yep, make it straight A's, of course. But anyhow, see this thing. Let me go back to my screen. Okay, start sharing. Yeah. As that's why you have to be very careful with how you put yourself out there. Cleotis. That's a good one too. They're dude look like a Cleotis. Cleotis sound like the name of a damn registered sex offender. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what that's why I said it's very important, because 9 times out of 10, you don't always get the attention you really want, and you don't get it from the individual you really want to get it from. So, my advice, ladies and gentlemen, because as I stated before, the same thing with you gentlemen, be careful advertising all how much money you make on Facebook, what kind of car you driving, where you work at. You got to be careful, because again, you got some men out there, like I stated before, who are attention whores, who like to display how much money they make, like to display where they work at. So you have to use discretion and be very wise. But on that note, it's been very awesome. I thank everybody for stopping by to hang out with me here at Mocha's Cafe de Paris. If you haven't already, I have an account set up with my Patreon. Um, you get a chance, stop by, check it out. I just uploaded a new post on there recently, a very interesting topic I did about Jay-Z and Beyonce. If I haven't seen already, they have a racy a photo that stirred up a lot of controversy, that's been going viral all over the internet. I actually did a small little snippet on the video that I posted on Patreon. So when this session is done and I wrap it up, you're welcome to stop by and check that upload out. way you're going to get a material, the material that I'm not going to necessarily post here on YouTube, you know. So it's going to be other material that I'm going to post at Patreon. So if you do not want to miss out, you are more than welcome to set you up an account there so you could have first bids of getting all those awesome videos that I'm uploading. Rocking out with me here at Mocha's Cafe Day Paris. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate your positive energy, all of the positive feedback. I thank all of you. I thank my day ones. I thank all of you who are just jumping on board. I appreciate all of you so much. My old subscribers, my new subscribers. If you have not subscribed, you are more than welcome to. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, when I'm uploading or I'm getting ready to go live, you do not miss out on my videos. You that way you have first bids. But you know, for all of y'all who are just coming in, sorry to tell you, but the pastor is leaving the congregation. Church is over. But it's been wonderful. And I thank all y'all for the donations. I just appreciate y'all time, y'all support. Everything has just been so awesome. On that note, it is your girl, Lady Mocha, your diva and knowledge signing off. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth. I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all have an awesome one, and I'm sure I'll probably be putting up another upload very soon. Talk to you then. Bye.